Alright, this will be part 2, and we left off with our being able to switch the gun teleporting to our back and us being able to switch the weapon to our hand. In this part, I'm going to show you how to actually do this. Put it in your hand in this basically the right kind of pose for holding a weapon. You know, we have the aim down, aim up, you know, and the gun stays pretty again, I'm not a good animator, so someone else that can do better animations and, you know, put the gun in the right position, all that stuff. But the tricky part is actually getting the weapon to stay completely still. And again, it'll look better when I have the in the next video I'll put the crosshairs and all that stuff. So when you do aim up, you just kind of see if it's behind you, you can see where you're firing. But again, the trickier part is keeping the animations of your hands stiff, so when you move around, it's not your arms aren't swaying all over the place. Alright, so let me show you the logic. Alright, so let me exit this out. Alright, so where we left off, and I'm going to show you actually it two ways, the way I did this. Or I'm going to do it quickly, so if anyone just wants to kind of copy the logic quick, that's perfectly fine. Alright, so we left off here. You equip the weapon, and what I'm going to do quickly though is I'm going to gadgets. I'm going to put a microchip here, and I'm going to put this here. Alright, so when this basically you go into when the weapon goes onto your hand, it triggers this animation logic. Alright, so L1X. Alright, and then I had this, I've added another microchip, and this is our assault rifle animation basically, and logic. So what happens is you equip the weapon, and then you have a wireless receiver, so you don't have to have wires going from here to here and all this stuff. So what this does is it have a controller sensor. This is set to wireless, and now when this triggers this will power this on. Alright, so if I delete this wire, see it's on, but you don't want it always on. You want it to only go on when you're equipped. And the same thing for this timeline. If I delete that, it would have that on. So you don't want the timeline to go on or the sensor to go on. So what I do is, with the right stick local, I get a splitter, and then I'll turn it to XY. And with this, you get a calculator times. This is going to, we'll put this at 0.55 for now. This, you're going to have to, the reason this is here, this is good because you can tweak this to match. I'll show you. We have a signal manipulator, 0.1, 0.1 smoothing. Alright, again, not needed, but it's, alright, our timer is going to be a 1 second timer. Alright, it's going to be at 0.5 speed. Output is going to be the timeline. The timeline we want set at sustain, and when you plug this timer in, it's going to go right in the middle here. Alright, so we want this at 10 second. So 5 seconds will be in the middle. That's this pose. And again, this left side is the up animation, and the right is the down animation. Alright, so basically that's all the logic for that. Alright, now if I show you quickly, if I make this even faster, the animation will play much faster. But you want it to match the kind of camera speed up down, and for mine it's 55, and it depends on how high you make the arms go up and how high and how far down the arms go down. Because if I made this slower now, if I made it like 10, the camera's gonna go, let's reset it. Camera is going to go much faster before the animation finishes. Alright, so this is why this is here. It gives you flexibility with your animations to kind of sync up with the camera. Alright, so that's basically all of it. Alright, I can kind of go through the logic again, put down the pieces if you want to stick around, and that's kind of something that I'm kind of changing, this format a little bit. So let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna delete all this and then I'll rebuild it. So alright, I'll just keep that there. Basically that is it, right? Alright, so alright guys, if you stuck around and actually want to see the logic pieces get placed down, then that's awesome. But it's pretty good, just looking at the logic and just throwing that stuff down. So alright, so what I did was in the puppet logic, I put an animation called animation logic. Again, now you can change the icons with L1 square, it'll bring up this, and then you can change the color. Call this animation logic, and then I did the same thing inside here. So this one's animation logic, and then this one, and then you can change the name of it over here. So let's call this logic, assault rifle logic. Alright, so or this is going to trigger this. So when we go into this, we're going to need a receiver. Alright, this is for not having to have all these wires going from here to here, and this makes it a little easier, a little more tidy. But we need to have the same name as this, so assault rifle equipped, and then you want this to be seen, so it's detected anywhere in the scene. Alright, so now what we need here is a controller sensor. This, you want this again, look, it'll power it off for the time being until it's actually triggered by this up down button or down button. Alright, so what we need here is in the imp wireless, and let's complete that. So now what we need is a splitter. This right stick local. Again, it's going to give us the XY, right? XY. We want the Y, up, down. Alright. So we have the XY. What we're going to need is our calculator. That's going to be what I said, how we're going to have. Now again, we're not going to put this yet because we don't know what it's going to, how the animations are going to be. So, we need this as times though. Times. Alright. That equals, we're going to get a signal manipulator. Add this to 0.1, 0.1. And then a timer. Alright. We have this on play. I want this to be 1 and this to be 0.5. Alright, this is where we add our timer. So we go into modes, animate, get our timer. Now I'll show you. Now we want this to be 10 seconds, right? So to know if we're at 10 exactly, now watch. Now when I hit this output, it's going to bring this playhead. That's what playhead position. It'll bring it right to the close to the middle. It should be. See the playhead right there? There it is. So 5.5 because we're a little farther than 10. So we want to get this to exactly 10 seconds. Playhead's at 5. That's exactly where you want it. All right, now this is where we're going to put our animations, and then that's really it for that. That's all the logic. Now it's just animations. This is where it kind of takes a little more time. And all right, so let's get our keyframe. let's plop that right there. All right, so what you can do is, actually, let's stop recording. Now what you can do is you can hit play, you can possess, and you can hit up again or down. So let's have it like this. So once you go back into the edit mode, the weapon's there, and we can go into our animate. Now again, I'm no animator, but I will show you some tricks on how to keep the gun stable so it's not moving around all over the place. Because I'll show you quickly two things. So say I go like, say I put our, no, L1X will scope in. Say, and I hit play, it'll put the gun in his hand. So say I go like something like this. I'll show you a problem what we run into. So say we just give him, alright, and we take this hand and go like this, and oops, and we go like this, alright, just quickly. Now I hit play. If you notice, look at that hand. How are you gonna aim like that all over the place? Arms all wobbling all over the place. Looks pretty bad, right? With the gun in it. One hand's stiff, the other one's not. And the way to fix that is, let me just delete that out, it's quicker. Alright, so the way to fix that is, again, oh, I messed that up. Let's go back in to our weapon. Let's go to here, edit keyframe, and the way I fixed it was, sorry for a lot of squeaking, it's my two little guinea pigs kind of fighting. Alright, so instead of grabbing any, I just grabbed the hand, just the hand. Alright, let's go back into play mode. Now, I'm not going to do all the body, you could kind of do all that stuff yourself, but I'm just going to do the hand, so kind of give you a quick, show you how to keep it so it's stiff. The hand's basically stiff, so it doesn't really, I just grabbed the hand, alright, so alright, so that's that. So let's see how that works. Let's stop recording. So now if I possess it, now look, it's really stiff. There's a couple little issues, and that's if we go back into this and we just go hit that quickly, just hit the R2 button, it'll make all those little dashes. And then again, you can see everything's animated except the hands are the only thing in this part of the body. So now, what did I do? What did I do? Did I animate it without, dang it. What did I do that for? That stinks. Oh, that's why. No, that's fine. So, the reason it's automatically on all the time is because of this. Again, you don't want that. That's why I have this going to this power on button. So as you see, it only goes on when you do that. So now you can see, look at, I mean, it's really smooth. Again, we don't have the up and down yet, but it looks like it's pretty much glued to the hands. And that's a good little tip I haven't seen from any other YouTubers or, you know, any other dreams kind of. So alright, so now what we do here is we want, this is going to be our up down, Now you want to hit L1X, and that's going to be your good transition from one to the other. Alright, so we have that clicked. Let's edit keyframe. And again, what I'm going to do is same thing. I should grab this hand and this hand, pull this up like that. Again, it's all reference, all like preference on what you want to do. I'm not sure if that, again, that's weird. Why is it not going up? Let me delete that again. Again, I'm no animator, so this is, you basically have everything. So if you want to stop watching, it's fine. I just kind of want to finish it off for anyone that like wants to see exactly how it looks. I really don't want these videos to have to go really long. So I'm trying to figure out how this. I want to keep it close. That looks good. Again, this left hand doesn't have to be perfect. You're not going to really see it. I do not know why it's not. Why is it not powering on? Very weird. Let's bring this over here. Very, very weird. Not sure why it's not. Why this animation isn't playing. Oh, that's why. That's what I was saying about this. Times. You kind of need to have this set somewhere. Alright, so now that's why. If it's set to 0, it's not going to give up. Why are you not working? 50. Where are we at? Sustain. Playhead's on there. Very weird why it's not. So what if I made it super fast? Nope. See, it's why it's a little, the animation stuff's a little finicky, especially trying to keep it. There's definitely something wrong with this. Definitely something wrong with that keyframe. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it won't. So I just want to see something. It's gonna just go like this. Really weird why it won't. Oh, speed. Put that at speed. So, there we go. Dang it. So I didn't really want, I kind of messed up my, now see it's good, I could edit all that out, but again, I think that's, I really am a strong believer in, like, when you make mistakes, you know, they could, you know, it's something you're not going to forget. So, what do we have? All right, so either it went back, but I'm going to go back into this. So we have that, and we just need this speed. All right, so it looks good. Again, it's not perfect. The gun is definitely the wrong way, or facing the wrong way. So we can switch it. And I'm not too worried about that other hand. And make sure you're in. Why aren't you letting me? There we go. Gun, we can. Alright, so that's good, I think. Again, for now. I mean, it's not trying to make this perfect with the... The heck is going on here? What the heck did I do? What the hell did I do? Why is he in that pose now? Oh, because that's what I did. See, I animated it. I want to do that. I started animating it, not in the animation mode. Alright. So let's try this one more time quickly. This video is getting really long. Again, it's all this stuff. This is the stuff that's a pain in the butt. It's all this, like, little to make things look better. Alright, that looks good. Again, it's gonna look better when the reticle's there, and someone who's, as I mentioned a bunch of times, when someone actually knows what they're doing as an animator. Alright, so we're at 493, so we want this to actually be a little bigger. So this is, see, 5 right there. So here's another little tip. If you're trying to get this all at the end and you can't seem to figure out how, and you're like, say you have it, say you have it here, well, not there, but there, you would think, oh, it's at the end. It's not. You're gonna want to see these little dashes. So what you're gonna have to do is take the little imp, and then when you see these little dashes here, that's when you know it's all at the end. And that's 5 seconds, and we're at a 10-second timeline. All right, so last one is this, and then hopefully. All right, so what we're gonna do is, again, just grab the hand. That's funny though, because or I'm just doing the hands. Again, you could do the legs. I thought I did the legs. You could do, make the legs a little, the right leg should be a little more, the left leg should be forward a little bit, right leg should be back. But again, I don't really want to go into all that. I'm not a good enough animator that anyone really needs to see that. Alright, that should be good enough, I think. Alright, so now we have forward, down. I gotta move that hand up a little bit, but other than that, looks good. And this is where I'll show you why we have this little times the calculator can really help it. Alright, that should be it. Alright, straight, down, up. Alright, so we want the animation, let's see, to match a little more with the camera, so let's go with 52. That's good. It's good. Looks really good. Alright, again, weapon stands in his hand. It's pretty tight. Again, will look better once the reticle is in, and then you'll be able to know where you're shooting, aiming. Again, this isn't going to be perfect. This isn't the, custom camera. This is just the default camera, and I will be making that also, but let me know what you guys think. Again, I'll have maybe 1 or 2 more videos, and then I'll add some I'll make it so I could show you how when you're in aim mode, it will, the character will slow down, things like that. Alright guys, let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.